As I'm recording this, it is the 1st of January, and as I promised, I am gonna show up. Yesterday I was up until, I think, like 12:30 or something, so I just celebrated New Year's, then I went to sleep. I never drink, and for New Year's I don't drink either. So that is not a problem, but usually it's just a sleep, but I did get a good amount as well. So today might be a pretty good workout, even though it's usually not my training day. I just really like to show up. First day of the year, only doing it for myself, to be honest, just to feel like I'm starting in the best possible way. After this, I'll go home, do some light work, nothing too crazy, but just feel like I'm starting the year with just a good foundation. And that sets the foundation for then the rest of the year to be pretty damn successful. So I'm thinking the plan for today will be a pretty decent front lever session, and then might incorporate some other things as well. Some handstand, definitely gonna try it out. And then just see where it leads us, because I'm not planning on doing a crazy workout, but just activating the body, doing some things I enjoy, and showing up, I would say, is the #1 thing. So if you're watching this, it's probably going to be out the 2nd of January, but hopefully that motivates you to also just do something. Start the year off with some light activation, and then you will be good to go, and trust me, it feels really good mentally to do it for yourself. So let's jump into it. I think handstand is the first thing we will perform. Let's see where I'm at when it comes to the balance. One arm handstand and then some attempts on the one arm flag. And yes, I always do the warm up before, but that one I don't record because it's pretty damn boring. Pretty off, not gonna lie, but I'll do one more attempt, just take it a bit more slow as well. One arm handstand is a lot about just feeling it and not stressing up into it, and the same applies for the one arm flag. But first set is never the best one, so let's do one more. Hopefully we set the standard a bit higher. Definitely slightly better, and all of them is like, when you're up there you do want to rush it, but the slower you take it, the better the outcome usually tends to be. I actually enjoyed it. So let's do one last one, third set, and then we're moving on to some more strength movements like the front lever touch. Not too bad. Still struggling on the left arm for the full one arm handstand, but the flag, fucking solid. So let's move on. Front lever touch, some front lever pull-ups, and then some weighted stuff. And then at the end, might add some rows or something similar. And then I do have a challenge I am gonna attempt that is regarding arm wrestling. So stick around if you don't wanna miss that one. Since it's not a normal session for me, let's switch up and do a just light combination and see if I can handle that one. So front lever touch, a few seconds hold, and then when I feel I'm starting to lose it, I'm gonna see if I can do a full front lever pull up, and then do a solid front lever hold on the bottom. Slightly longer combo, slightly longer time and tension, but a bit of a switch up, which can be good mentally and also a bit more fun to watch than same thing over and over again. New year, new me. Cringe quote. Not too bad. Might need to rewatch it to see the form, but it felt pretty solid. Clean front lever touch. Might have had a bit of a wrong angle, but pretty solid. And then front lever pull up, also 2 touch. Might also have slight angle that I will tweak for the next one. And then the hold, that one is pretty harsh after doing the other ones, but also not too bad. So let's watch, tweak some things, and then do another set. I had to check, and looks pretty solid. Overall, the angles, the alignment with the body. Only thing that I would want to get slightly better is the retraction in the hold. And one reason, or there's 2 reasons too why it's pretty hard to get after doing this combo. First up is because I'm having a pretty tight grip, and having retraction, it means that your sort of arms are working against you. You do want to have shoulder width apart to get the best activation for the retraction. With close grip, it's really hard to get your chest in between. That's number one thing. And then the other thing, of course, is that you're in the time and tension for a really long time before doing the hold, so you do get slight fatigue. But then also when you're coming from the above after a pull-up or something, you do need to use only muscles to get into the alignment and the position. Whereas if you do enter front lever hold from the bottom, you can always activate from start, being there before you even actually do the hold. So a few things, but I will give my best. Grab a slightly wider grip and then see if the retraction can be a bit better. Heavy as fuck though, but it felt slightly better than I hoped the camera caught it as well, and I'm just not thinking it's good, but reality it's the same. Let's have a look, and then one more combo I think. Having a check, it definitely looked better, especially for the retraction, which was the number 1 focus, so that is really awesome. And a reminder as well, I have a free platform for anyone getting started with calisthenics, intermediate or advanced level. It is a app form where you can have access to a community. We are like 1,800 people there, which is insane. I do value posts, so I post regarding different subjects, regarding calisthenics, training in general, rehab, how you sort of structure your training, all of those things I have there. I have introductions to programs. I have a really good front lever introduction, so anyone interested in learning the front lever, or you are on your way on learning it, you already start training for it, that is so much for you, so much value, and a lot of hours put into it, so definitely worth checking out. And that is all of this completely free. I really just want to bring a lot of people together, spread sort of calisthenics as it is, and I also do specifically target a bit more the heavyweights, because I feel like that is a group that is not there's not so much around it, and since I've always been a heavyweight, it's a bit what I'm known for as well. I do want to share a lot of inputs regarding that subject as well. So if you're a heavyweight, definitely jump in. If you're here to learn calisthenics, jump in as well. So I'll see you guys there. I will leave the link up here, and you will always find it in the description. But with that being said, let's do some front lever. Since I did watch the front lever introduction, I should know how to do it. Jokes aside, let's fucking get it. Pretty happy, pretty damn happy. Not the craziest hold for the front lever touch, but I'm also getting a bit more fatigue since I'm doing holds, I'm doing dynamics, I'm doing holds again, so it just kills the body. But really happy. 3 sets, all of them pretty right, and I do think they got better and better each set, which is the beauty of recording your sets as well. You can look back, change some stuff, and then just constantly improve. And you also get really self-aware of what you're doing, because there's been a lot of times, I will tell you, I feel like it's a really good set. I've checked footage and it turns out to be a bit worse, especially when I started. Now I record myself so much, I sort of start to understand when it's good and bad. But in the beginning, there's gonna be a lot of times where you just really benefit from knowing how am I actually doing compared to how do I feel like I'm doing. Big difference. And since we did some combos now, I think let's move on to weighted pull-ups. I'm pretty excited for that one as well, just see where we're at. And I did target a lot of stuff here, since it's not a just super strict schedule. for my training today. I think jumping to pull-ups now is gonna be good, especially if we wanna get some high reps, high weights. I know I said pull-ups, but when I say it, I usually mean pull-ups or chin-ups. Then every week I do one session pull-ups and one session chin-ups. And today it's actually chin-ups, so chin-ups is what we're gonna do. And I stacked up with 60 kg, which is the maximum I've done reps. And this is because I want to prove my point that I'm really strong in the weighted part, whereas the reps is where it really makes it difficult. So for me to do 8 reps with 50 or 60 reps, that's difference is smaller than for me to do 8 reps with 50 or 10 reps with 50. That margin is like massive. But for just increasing weight, that's sort of my stronger side. Now, talk to talk, walk to walk. Told you as, like 8 reps, 60 kg. I was struggling with 9 reps, 50 last week. My body is pretty fucked in a good way. Like super strong in the low reps, high reps, pretty screwed. Let's do 2 more sets. Last one. Did manage to do 8 reps for the previous set as well, which is pretty insane. But I do also get a little bit of more rest in between these sets. About 4 to 5 minutes actually today. But that's because I'm pushing it pretty hard. And I do want to be recovered for each set. Seven for the last one, but I am still extremely satisfied. 3 sets, 2 first ones, 60 kg, which is not something I usually train on. It's usually the 50, and that percentage increase is relatively high. And then the last set was 7 reps, but it's still really good. I do tend to do more than like 6 reps. If I train with less than 6 reps, I usually reduce the weight so I can increase the reps, but between like 6 to like 9 is a really sweet spot, or at least it's been now for the last couple of months. And since we're on the subject of pull-ups, the 2nd of January, which is most likely when I'm launching this video, the Gornation are dropping their pull-up station. I am gonna edit some B-rolls here as well, so you do get to see how it looks, but it is pretty insane. They've been working on it for a really long time, maxed through the god of reps, been I think doing more than like 17,000 reps on it or something, to try it out, test it, and as the name indicates, great for pull-ups. They also have some dip extensions, you can do dips at home. I played around with it. I'm also doing a review, which is soon coming out, but you can do a lot of statics as well. I did a full Maltese session at home with it. I got the setup myself as well, and it is just beyond my expectations. If you have some creativity, you can really do a lot, and it's pretty clear to me that they did put a lot of work into making it a really good product. So I will leave the link up here for you to check it out, because if you're looking for a home gym or a home setup, do pull-ups, do dips, do all of those things, this could be a really good setup for you. So up here and also in the description. Let's move on. Before I do get too tired, I want to try out the challenge. And I did mention it is regarding arm wrestling, and we are gonna see how strong this strength is. I think this is the video. I'm gonna see if you can see it here as well. But you have a band, and it's regarding lifting, keeping the arm straight, the wrist straight, and then lifting up that weight. That was 30 kg in the video. I'm thinking let's start off with 20, 25, 30, and then I don't know really how strong I am in this one, but we are gonna find out. Let's give it a try. All right, let's give it a try with 20 kg first. Starting pretty light. And if I'm doing it wrong with the technique, it's because I've never done it before. But what I saw from the video is to keep this part locked, aligned, and then from here, lift. I think that is valid. Let's move on to 25. Didn't add 25, but 24 will do. I think if someone knows the exact proper thing and can sort of articulate it through the text, please let me know and I will give it another try. But we're gonna continue with sort of this technique. I think 30 or 28 might be the next one. Now this is starting to feel. Need a bit more rest in between these ones. But this was heavy. I think the first one I did have it this, but the second rep I did lose this part. Sheesh. Should try it on the left one as well. Could be interesting to see if I am symmetric when it comes to the strength. I think so. I think so. Okay, I'm gonna get some rest in between and then we're moving on to 32. Big boy, 32 kg. The video I showed was 30, so if I do get this one, we at least beat the TikTok dude. No. But for some weird reason, sometimes my left arm is stronger. I don't know, was that one above? I do want to say this one was underrated. Then I haven't done it before, but I did think I was going to get 32 relatively solid. I don't know. Like, I don't know how regulated this pot is because now I'm squeezing, but then of course I do drop a little bit. But that one lifted. I am gonna have a look and just compare it with the other video before then probably doing one more step up, whether that is 34 kg, which I hope, otherwise I will be pretty fucked. This is gonna be heavy. I didn't find a just like 34, so I'm gonna take another 4 kg, add it here. That is equal to 64 kg, or 36 kg, and that is harsh. But let's give it a try. Now with the right one. Impossible, impossible. But I did get this one as a Christmas gift for myself, like 10 bucks. And I will add a little bit of just arm wrestling training. Just bump up some weights in the end of sessions. Not that serious, but just for fun. See if I can do, like, increase that strength and see where it takes us. Now we have a baseline, 32 kg is what I got. I checked the form and I think it should be valid. And this also after a session, but 32 kg, I'm gonna say that's my baseline right now. So let's see if it can get improved just by adding some light activations from time to time. I actually think that is gonna be a wrap. I am more than satisfied with today's session. I was expecting it to be pretty shitty, to be honest, since it's not a training day, it's the day after I've been staying up really late. So didn't expect too much, but the one arm went pretty solid after at least a few attempts. The holds for the front lever, the touch, front lever pull up, the retraction part, everything just fell into place, and that combo was also pretty right. Then the weighted pull-ups or the weighted chin-ups, it's more precise. That one was insane, like 60 kg, 8 reps for the first one. That's insane numbers, like insane. I think if I look back in 1 year, I started off with, I don't know, like 40 kg like 35, 40, I think, for the chin-ups when I started training. So 20 kg additional over the past year. And that is a lot when it comes to this amount of reps. And since it's not my main focus, and I usually do it in the end of sessions. And then in the end, this challenge, definitely let me know if you do try it out, how much weight you can do. I underrated it or underestimated it. It was harder than I thought. But I do also think if you do get that connection, if you do train something similar, get better activation, just know how to actually perform it, it's going to be a bit easier to then bump up the weights as well. But then again, a lot of strength involved. So once again, Happy New Year, and I am really looking forward to 2025 together with you guys. Hit like, subscribe so you don't miss what's happening this year, because there are a lot of stuff planned. See you in the next one. Choo-choo!